My family's moving, and I wanted to write sentimental letters to my teachers, both jujitsu and also my piano teacher, just thanking them for everything that they've taught me and all that. And I got the letters, right? I asked my mom to buy me like 4 letters, and I have everything ready, right? There's no problems holding me back. But the day before I have to give them, I don't want to do it. Right? I know, like in my head, I know it's gonna be sentimental. I know it's gonna be like a nice memory I have, and even with all that, it's like it flies out the window the moment you want to start procrastinating. You don't even want to, it just starts. Right? You start procrastinating, all your goals, all that knowledge, it's like they fly out of your head. And the only way that I actually got to writing those letters, right? I didn't feel like doing them the whole day, but only when I started to just decide to be bored that I actually decided that writing the letters would be easier than being bored. So let me explain to you how I did it. So I was feeling like I didn't want to write the letters, right? I just have them somewhere. I just don't want to do it, right? I don't want to sit down. And in my head, right, it was genuinely easier to watch like a 4 hour podcast, I'm not joking, than start writing the letters. Writing the letters maybe took me like 20 minutes or something. And in that moment, watching a podcast seemed easier than actually just writing the letters. And so I could have sat down and watched the podcast, right? Technically, it's like hard work, but in the moment when you're procrastinating, it feels easier to do it. Even if honestly the thing you're procrastinating on is just so easy compared to like objectively it's easier than what you want to do instead. And I was honestly prepared to watch that podcast, but I just remembered myself that on YouTube, you scroll everywhere, and the one thing that you always hear is that you just want to be bored to hit your goals. And I always thought it was kind of like BS, like yeah, whatever, yeah, I agree, whatever. But I just remember that in like a flash second in my brain, I remembered that, and I just decided, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna try it. And so I closed my iPad, just like turned off my phone as well, and I just literally just sat there, like on my bed, and it felt so much easier at first. But the longer I just sat there, it's like boredom is so much harder to deal with than actually just doing anything at all. And I sat there maybe for like 5 minutes until I got so bored that I just decided to just sit up and just get my pen and start writing the letters. Genuinely, because I was bored, it was easier for me to start writing the letters. I gave myself two choices. So I either continue to sit there until I decided to write the letters, or I just write the letters, right? And it didn't matter if I had to take me an hour. I just in my mind decided that I'm gonna be bored until I start doing it. Sorry about the dogs. I don't know where that is. I don't have dogs. I don't know if that pops up in the video. And because I decided to be bored, I wrote the letters and I gave them to my teachers, and it was a nice, wholesome moment. And that's just one example from my life where being bored honestly helped me with procrastination. Right? Deciding to be bored until I start to do something helped me start doing it. I don't know what is happening over there. I'm so sorry. If you want extra help in applying this to your life, check the description.